Alright, welcome to step 2 of the pre-shot routine, or basically the preload, the second part of the preload. Now, we're halfway down towards the second green here at sunny Waihi Golf Club. It's not very sunny today, she's a bit miserable. Main reason we started here is, well, the audio wasn't that great down the first because she's a little bit breezy, so a particularly good day to actually trial out that first part of the routine, which if you don't remember, I'll add it in the link below with the lie, the conditions, and the distance. So it's a particularly good day to test that all out. We're still under level 3 restrictions here in New Zealand for golf, so there's no flags in the holes yet. Fun. So getting the distance and stuff still a bit of a catch-22, but today we're going to go through that next part of the phase. This is now obviously it's the middle. There's still the pre-shot to do. There's still the action phase to address. There's still the post-shot routine. So there's still lots to cover along this journey. So I do suggest subscribing and giving me your notification bell when it does come along, so you stay up to date with all those exciting bits and pieces. But today we're going to do that second part, which I like to call the commitment phase or the trust phase. And as the whipping wind, we will try and go about describing it for you now. So here we go. I'll flick the camera the other way, and we'll go from the second shot to the second green here at Waihi and go from there. All right. Okay, so we've driven the ball all the way past the third tee blocks from the second tee. A little down breeze, a little friendly for me. And all we got left is this little pitch up to a blind green. Beautiful. But there's a nice little wind wall here, so the audio should be pretty good. So what is the second part of the routine? Second part of the pre-shot routine is, obviously, the first thing we do is we go along and we go ahead about judging the lie, the distance, and the conditions. Down breeze, uphill, so it's going to have to come in quite high just to stop on that green. But that lie is, shall we say, firm, so a shot to the middle of the green is going to be particularly good. Now, the second part of that routine is all about the commitment phase, and I will grab the trundler, line it up behind, and explain it now that we've got the first part of the routine out of the way. All right, so here we go. So we've got the trundler promiscuously balancing down the steep hill here off the front of the third tee box going up to the second green. So hopefully it stays there. Now, obviously we've read the lie, and we can see it's a tight lie going uphill down breeze to a green that's rolling away from us over a bunker. Choice! So that's quite tasty. I've chosen the shot, obviously, just the most practical shot for me is just to get it anywhere in the middle of the green from here. I'll be happy as Larry. I've gone for my most lofted club, which is my 58 D grind. Nice and bouncy for me. And now that I know those conditions, we have to talk about the next phase, which is the commitment phase. Now, the commitment phase is before the pre-shot routine. The pre-shot routine is literally the act of getting the point of alignment with the face, the feet, the posture, the last look, and hit. This is before you get to that. This is the commitment. This is the process in which you are committing to the shot that you have in front of you. So how you feel the type of shot, the type of speed, the type of trajectory, all those little things you're trying to do so that by the time you start your actual physical pre-shot routine, which is stepping up and hitting the shot, you are, shall we say, committed to the cause. So for me, for this little finesse kind of a shot, my commitment phase would be having practice swings right next to the ball, getting a feel for what the ground conditions are like. That instantly would tell me how much I need to head down the golf ball, how the club's going to react with the ground. I can feel like it's a little bit, it's getting into winter now, so it's, you can tell it's getting a little bit muddy, so I need to use the bounce or the sole of the club efficiently here. If I come in and just give it the old dig, I'm going to be playing the same shot again. So I instantly got a feel for I need to use the bounce. I can start to feel how much speed I need to have to hit the shot and the trajectory I'm trying to hit it on. So it's probably mid to high. So I'm going mid to high, shallow angle of attack, and I'm already automatically making all those little compensations with my shaft lean, ball position, all that stuff in my rehearsal swings, in my commitment phase. Now, obviously, if hitting a high soft shot is something you're not used to, or you don't understand all those little variables, get a golf lesson from me, your local pro, and learn how to hit a high soft pitch shot. Then you'll have that weapon in your toolkit. So I'm having those practice swings in my commitment phase. I would not normally have that many swings, but I am talking to you. I normally have 2 to to maybe even 5 swings though for a particularly finesse shot like this, which is more than my normal full swing where I just walk up and whack it. And then once I've gone through that process of feeling what I'm wanting to do, so now I've got some good feels, not technical feels, just feels, like real unconscious feels of what sort of pace and feel I'm trying to get. Then I'll go behind it, and then I would start my actual physical pre-shot routine, which we're not talking too much about today, but that's what we'll get to next time. There we go. Cool. So thankfully I hit that one good. Didn't muck it up after that long speech. I effectively used the bounce, got the ball high, flighted, and exactly how I wanted. All right, I'll go and pick that one up, and we'll talk about the next shot. Okay, we're back again. Sorry we skipped the tee shot on the third there. Wasn't the most fantastic tee shot. Didn't miss much. It was just got a bit of a squally rain shower. It's still a bit drizzly now. You might be able to see that on camera. So we skipped doing that. We just popped up here to the next shot. Second shot into the wonderful and without doubt probably most challenging hole I hear, third hole at Waihi Golf Club. Time for me to first do my little quick preload as far as getting a feel for what the lie's going to give me trajectory wise, what the conditions are going to give me. Down breeze, that lie's very shall I call it fast out of there. So it's going to come out low down from the left, it's going to come out low again, and I'm guessing she's somewhere around the 150 to the front and probably 165 to the middle. So I can hit sort of a low shot in there, so it's somewhere for me 150. It's just going to be a nice soft 7, or I can hit a hard 8. Trouble over the back more than the front. Tree limbs in front of me aren't going to be too tricky. I reckon I'm not super warmed up, but I'm feeling it's just a nice hard 8, to be honest. Take all the trouble out of play. So there you go. I've picked my club and I know my target, which is just front left of the green, especially these conditions. Now it's time for me to go through my commitment phase, which is off a nice sort of Pine Story lie. I'm trying to commit to a nice, strong, flighted kind of draw, hold it up against the breeze. So those are my commitment swings now. I'm trying to feel the shot I'm trying to hit. Now, if I can't hit a long, strong, flighted draw feel, then my commitment phase would be a failure. If I don't know how to hit that shot, having a strong, flighted feeling draw swing, if I can only hit cuts, I can only hit high slices, or I only hit high hooks, I need to change the club, change the target so that I can commit to the shot. That's the whole purpose of the commitment or the trust phase, is you are getting yourself ready to trust what you're trying to do. And that needs to be a shot you can hit most of the time. Sometimes we're given shots we just simply are not skilled enough to play. But here I'm going to feel that low draw so I can really feel what I'm trying to do. So now when I start my routine, I've felt the shot I'm trying to hit before I start it. Came up pretty nice, flighted little draw, landing, just short of the green, bounce, and trickled up just up onto the front. So we planned it. Cool. All right, let's go and talk about the tee shot. So we've snuck up onto the third tee. Geez, rain's coming in a little bit more enjoyably. Hopefully the audio holds up on this one. I've gone back a little further back in the tee box just so we get a bit of protection from that friendly tree over there. Commitment phase. Once we get to it here, obviously tee shots, commitment phase is pretty much the same for all shots. All you're trying to do, I'll repeat it one more time, is get a feeling for the shot you're trying to hit, so that you trust it before you go ahead and hit it. So if we're going to run the preload here, tee, medium height, wind off the left, trouble right. My target is going to be to rip it up left. Now, obviously, I need to find a way I can feel a swing that I can commit to with that. So I need to feel like I'm going to hit quite a strong holding draw again. And again, like I said on the last hole, if that's the shot I don't feel like I have, if I don't trust my driver, don't hit driver. If I need to play this hole as a 3-shot par 4, so be it. You want to hit a 2 or 3 iron or a hybrid up the short right, or a fairway wood up there and then hit one short of the green and then play it up. The whole idea is you having practice swings, or you're feeling a shot that you believe you can actually hit. So for me now, I've had my practice swings, I feel like I've got that shot, then I will start my routine. Lifted a little bit down the middle, fading to the right, clipped a couple trees, but the adventure will continue. Let's see what we got. Okay. All right, so I'd love to tell you I was skillful enough to find the one spot out of the rain on purpose, but here we are. Little trees down the right hand side. At least we hit it far enough down here to get past this annoying tree. Got a little bit of tree trouble there, but we have got a nice dry location with that beautiful rain. This is now upon us. Normally, let's be honest, I would have walked back into the clubhouse a long time ago. I probably wouldn't even heat it up, but all this talk about commitment, and I find myself committed to making a commitment video. So anyways, we got uphill. We got rain from the left. We've got a cool breeze. We've got a somewhat tight lie. We're not going to Patrick read it and cheat or anything. Oh, did I just say that? Yep. So we've got a pretty tight lie. I don't know how much tree trouble we're going to have there, but we're going to need to hit something. It starts left. The wind will take it. It's uphill. We've got around 95 meters to the front, so we need to carry something a minimum uphill, rain, cold. Probably play on 105, 106. We've got to hit something that normally flies 105, 106 just to get up there. I might have a little bit of fun troubles with the branches. So let's just first see what we've got swing-wise. We'll take a wedge, which is a lot more club than normal. Yes, we're going to be stuck with about a half swing, so we'll take the extra club. Club that normally goes about 123, 122 in the air. We get a half shot of this. It's nice weather in it. So now that I've picked my club, I've picked my target, front left, I now need to go through my process of having swings that are going to feel a little three-quarter-ish. I cut in my practice swings here because I take out that tree, that's an automatic penalty, right? We don't want to be doing that. And my little practice swings, half back, half through. Man, I hope the audio is still okay. Short swing with a fairly aggressive follow through. Just trying to feel like I'm going to hit another flighted, guess what, draw against this breeze. Oh, we just got super duper lucky there, just bone thinned it. Running up, and she's just short of the green. Awesome, awesome. Here we are. Next shot, fun. In the sun, she's beautiful now. Rain's coming straight into us. Long par 5 into the breeze. Yeah. Tree off the right there, little slight dog leg. So obviously if I tee it up over here, I'm going to be steering right at a tree. So I'm going to use the tee box as much as possible and set it up as far left as I can to open up some angle so I don't feel too restricted by that tree. I want to hit a low flight, so I'm going to tee it up a bit lower. I'm going to pick my target up the left-hand side. I need to hit some sort of like a bullet hold-up cut here. So that's going to be my feel in my commitment phase. So I'm going to be feeling like I'm hitting a nice, strong, flighted. Hopefully the camera's angled enough you can see all that. I feel like I can hit a nice, strong, flighted cut shot. Give me a little more control. I'll also choke down on it. So I've got all the feels I need. I've got my target, got my line. All I got to do is trust myself. Oh, that's a peach, hun. Not super high, but there's no spin on that golf ball. Lovely, down the left-hand side. Let's enjoy the walk in the rain. Unfortunately, we had to call it quits. The rain came in and it washed us away, so we had to rush back to the car. Unfortunately, just got a bit saturated, but it was all worth it, I'm sure. Hopefully that makes sense to you when it comes to the commitment phase. It's pretty kind of common sense that you'd want to commit to the shot you're trying to hit, as far as speed, rhythm, tempo, shot type, all those variables before you go ahead and pull the trigger. But it's a case of that is the second part and the last part of the preload. You figured out the lie, you know what the conditions are, you know how far you've got. Now that next step is committing or getting a trust in a shot that you're trying to hit to that specific target. All right, so that's the commitment phase attached to the preload. Hopefully this one makes sense. Let me know if it's a bit too complicated or if I can make it again quite happily. It's quite fun talking about. And then the next step will obviously be the actual physical pre-shot routine, which everyone knows about, but there's a certain way to do it. There's a point of alignment. There's a certain time frame in which to do it. And then every step needs to have a purpose. And then once we've ticked that one off, then we have the whole pretty much preload into pre-shot sorted. We're talking action phase is the action phase, in case of actually hitting it. And then finally we'll get to last, but perhaps in fact the most understated and most important part of the whole process, which is the post-shot routine. All right, so I look forward to seeing you in the future videos. But for the moment, stay warm, stay safe, and if you are getting back to your golf this week, get out there and enjoy it a ton. Ciao for now.